Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Farjana. Welcome to my another design related tutorial. In previous tutorial I show you how to design this layout with Figma, and in this tutorial I'm going to convert this design to Elementor website. I'm going to divide this tutorial into several parts. So for today's video I'm going to convert this design for this top two section, and then in the next part I will go for the next section. And for this design I'm going to use Elementor Pro version. So if you still did not get Elementor Pro, I will leave the Elementor Pro download link in my description so you can check it from there. Alright, so now let's go ahead, and without any further ado, let's get started. Now I'm going to convert this design to our home page. If I zoom in this design, going to the very top area, let's go ahead with the first section. I'm crossing it, and here for the first section here we can take a one column structure, and for the second area we need to take a 3 column structure. So first I'm taking a 1 column structure, and here I'm selecting the background color. So for that, going to edit section, going to style tab, and background type, color, I'm taking this black color. So if I click here you can see the color for this background 111. I'm taking this color and also saving this color. So I'm saving it to black 1 or black BG1 and create. And now for this section, first I'm taking this text. I'm going to copy this text, and here I'm going to click on this 9 dots icon and taking the heading and paste the text here. I'm changing the text to H1, or we can keep it to H2, and alignment to center, and also the text transform. So going to style tab and typography, text transform, making it to uppercase. And if I check the font, here is the Poppins bold and 70. I'm making it the font to Poppins, and font size 70, font weight to bold. And for this section we can add some padding in left and right. So going to padding, making it to unlink, and for top and bottom we can add 50 or 150, and for left and right I'm adding 80 or 100. Alright, so for left and right I have set it to 130, and now finally I need to change the color for this text. So here I have added the gradient color for font. I have created another tutorial before how we can set the gradient text color, so I will leave also this page link in my description so you can get it from there. And here if I scroll down, we can see here is some CSS code. So I'm going to copy all this code and going to my page, going to heading text, and from advanced tab if I scroll down and custom CSS, I'm going to paste it. And now if I go to the style tab and the text color, from here I'm selecting the color to transparent, and now we can see our color is showing. And again going to advanced tab, from CSS, here I have used 3 colors, so now I'm going to change the color. So going again here, going to Figma, and if I go here for the linear, we can set 3 color like this. For the first one, this is the color. I'm going to copy the first one and going to copy the second one and the third one. Alright, so we are done, and now going to do some finishing touch. So line height is okay, and here we can decrease the padding for this section. So again going to this section from advanced, sorry, not from here, I have to go to the title, and from here for top we can keep it 150, and for bottom we can set it to 120, or for bottom we can set it to 100. And for the font size you can also try to smaller, like here I'm trying to 65, and for the line height I'm setting 1.2 em. And now I'm going to create these 3 sections. So here we can take a different section, or here we can take a inner column. So going again here, and next again going to the 6 dot icon, and here is the inner section, and here first I'm going to the text and icon for the first one. So going here, going to copy the text, again taking the heading text, changing the alignment to center, and going to style tab, changing the color, can change the color to white, and the typography making it to Poppins, and text transform to uppercase, font weight making it to okay. From here if I check, font size 24, semi bold. Alright, so this is okay. And next I'm going to add some dummy text for details, and making the alignment to center. So going to style tab, alignment center, and the color I'm making it to white. I'm going to typography and changing the font family as it is to Poppins, and font size making it to 18, font weight normal, and line height I'm setting 1.4 or 1.5. And now in the top of this text going to add a icon. So going here and going to change the icon, and also changing the color. I'm changing this color to this red color, and also saving this color to red. And now we can also decrease the spacing between each item. So going to edit column and going to layout, widgets spacing I'm making it to 5 or 10. Yeah, looks good. And finally for this column we can add some background and padding. So if I go here for this section, I'm changing the background color, going to edit column, style tab, and for background I'm going to add this color, and here we need to add some border radius. I'm going to add some border radius, adding 15 pixel, and also going to add some padding. So going to advanced, and for padding adding 20 pixel or 30, making it to unlink. And for bottom, for left and right I'm adding 40 or, and now going to copy the column and paste it here, and also going to paste it again, and going to remove the empty one. And now finally going to add some margins between these two and between these two. So for the second one, or for the first one from advanced, I'm going to add some margin right. so making it to unlink, and on the right side I'm adding 10 pixel. Going to copy. For the second one, paste style, and for the second one also going to add fonts, and for left I'm going to add 10 pixel, and for the third one from add fonts, from for margin for left side I'm adding 10 pixel. Alright, so looks good now. And finally for this section we can add some padding in bottom area. So going to edit section, from add fonts, for padding making it to unlink, and for bottom we can add 120, or we can try with 50. Yeah, looks good. If I check the full screen mode, so it's looking like this. And here we can also remove some text, and now if I check, so it's looking like this. So our top area is done, and now going for the second section. So for this section, first I'm going to export this image, and now selecting these two images, pressing Shift and Command G, I'm making it as a group, and now from the right side going to export and selecting as PNG and export group 1. Here is our image. I'm changing the name to About Us, and now again going to my website, and here I'm taking a 2-column structure. For the left side I'm taking a image and going to upload this image. And for this section I'm also changing the background color, so going again here, if I check the background color, this is 222. So going to edit section, going to style tab, and background color I'm changing the color to 222 and saving this color to black BG2, and also adding some padding in top and bottom. Going to add fonts, and for padding making it to unlink, and for top adding 70, and for bottom 70, or I am adding 80 for top and bottom. And for the right side I'm going here and going to copy all this text. Here I'm taking the heading text, changing the font text, and now going to style tab, changing the color to white, and typography making the font family to Poppins, font size 60, or here we can decrease the font size, and line height I'm making it to 1.2 em, and now going to copy others text, and this time we can duplicate this text, and I'm moving it to the bottom, so we need not to change the text style one more time. And now I'm changing the text, making the alignment to left from style tab. Alright, so this is done, and now we have to create this button and the text of this top area. Going to copy this text. You can copy this text and paste it here. I'm moving it to the top and changing the text to About Us. alignment to left, and now going to style tab and typography, we can make the size to 18 and text transform to default. And for this text I'm going to add fonts. For padding, making it to link mode and making all to 0. And here you can see it's taking the full width, so it's not getting the gradient color. Our gradient color is now placing the all over width. So for that I'm going to the positioning, and width I'm making it to inline, and now we can see our gradient color is working. And finally I'm going to create this button, read more button. So again going here and searching for this button and taking it, and here changing the text to read more, and here we can add the link URL. And now going to the style tab, first changing the typography, font family to Poppins, font size 18, or you can decrease it, text transform uppercase, and letter spacing 1 pixel. And for this button we can change the background color. I'm making it to transparent and adding some border color, border type solid, and width 2 pixel, or we can set to 1 pixel, and border radius I'm adding 50. So now it's looking similar, and here we can add some padding in left and right, making it to unlink. For top and bottom I'm adding 20 or 15, or I'm adding 10 pixel for top and bottom, and for left and right adding 30. Alright, looks good. And finally if we check again, and here if we want to add the spacing between these two, we can also do that. So going to edit section, going to layout, and column gap we can make it to extended, or we can make it to wider. Alright, and now if I check, so it's looking good. So this section is done, and now I'm going to check the responsive view for these two sections. For that, if I go to the left side in bottom corner, here is a button for responsive mode, and now going to the tablet. So for tablet it's looking like this. We can improve the layout for the tablet. So going to this text area, going to add fonts, and for padding we can set 70, and it looks good. And also we can decrease the font size. So going to style tab, and from here we can set the font size to 55. Yeah, looks good for tablet. And also for this one we can change the font size. I'm making it to 20. And also for this one, going to style tab, and we can change the font size to 14. Yeah, looks good. And for this column, again going here from add fonts, for top and bottom I'm adding 25, and it's work for all side, so we can keep it. And now going to copy the title and paste style for these two, and also for this text, and for this column from advanced we can remove the margin for all sides. And for the second section, in the similar way, we can change the font size. Going to typography and font, I'm making it to 35. And also for this one, we can set it to 14. And also for this button, typography, we can change the font size to 12. And we can also customize the button padding. So going here, for top, we can set the 10, making it to unlink. And for right side, I'm adding 30 or 25. Alright, looks good. And now going to the font view. So going to top area, and here going to this text, going to add fonts, and for padding we can make it to 20, making it to unlink. For top, I'm adding 50 or 80, and for bottom we can add 50, and for left and right 15 pixel, and also changing the font size 35. Yeah, looks good. And also for this one, we can keep it like this, and here we can remove the margin for this column. So going here, from margin right side, I'm making it to 0, and for bottom we can add this 10 pixel, making it to unlink. And for bottom 10, and also for this one, for bottom 10, and the third one, making it to 0 for all. Alright, looks good for font. And also for this section, this image and all this looking good. And for section padding, if I go here, from advanced, we can set it to 50, and first making it to unlink. For top 50 and bottom 50. Yeah, looks good. And finally save our page. Again going to the desktop view. So this two section is done. Alright, so that's all for today. In the next part, I will go to design for the other section one by one. So far you see, if you think this tutorial adds some value to you, please give this video a big thumbs up. Otherwise, you may not find this kind of valuable tutorial next time. And if you are new here, like to see my more upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And finally, if you like to work with me for any WordPress project, you can contact me through my website. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.